Gretchen. Oh, Gretchen, will you let me share my screen, please? We figured out some of Zoom, but not all of them. All right, and we'll also ask everyone to mute while we're presenting, except for who is speaking. All right, here we go. All right.
So, and just very briefly, I want to say hello and welcome to everybody here tonight, and invite Andrew actually to kick us off.
Cool. Thank you, Gretchen. It's a pleasure being here this evening with everybody. On behalf of Victor Stanley, I'm pleased to welcome you all here. Victor Stanley has long been a partner sponsor of the Boston chapter and has been a collaborating partner with the BSLA Gala and Conference since the beginning. We look forward to the day when we can join you in person, crowded into one big lively room again. But for tonight, we're pleased to continue to support the Boston chapter as our industry and our means of gathering and celebrating and learning together continue to evolve. I know that many of you know my colleagues Emma and Charlene pretty well. Emma is currently visiting family, and Charlene has taken on a management role with our company. So now I am the one that's going to be leading the charge into New England here. My name is Andrew Hosmer, and I have been with Victor Stanley for, it'll be 7 years in November. So I've covered a handful of territory, but I'm excited to step into New England. Throughout the years, I've met many of you BSLA members at various national conferences. So it is now my pleasure to be able to work directly with you and learn more about Boston and the New England area. I'm glad to have this opportunity to meet you all online tonight, and I hope to see many of you in person at one of the outdoor Inside Out site tours in the next couple months. Congratulations to everyone who submitted for and won awards. I hope that everyone enjoys the evening. So thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. And I just want to also say welcome to everyone. We're so glad you're here with us. It's not the same as being in person, but we really still have a wonderful sense of community, even here on Zoom. And I love seeing all the names and the faces. So thanks again for being here. It's a great turnout. Sorry, Jeremy, one more a minute. Thanks all of you who've given financial support. This helps us do what we do. Our partner sponsors support us throughout the year, and you're really the steadfastness in the support from companies like Victor Stanley and Landscape Farms, Little Tykes, Reed Custom Soils, Omnilight, and Unilock, among others, is very meaningful to us. So thank you. I also want to thank specifically the 3 people on the screen today who are the co-chairs of the Design Awards Committee. This day and the whole program would not happen without their teamwork together as a committee. They're a great trio, and all of their very, very hard work. In addition to the 3 co-chairs, you see we have 11 jurors, some of whom are on the Zoom tonight, they've each given really dozens of hours of time and energy, and really most importantly, thoughtfulness and consideration. We hope tonight really in a way to sort of draw back the curtain on some of the processes about the awards program and share more, and you'll learn more from the group. You'll hear directly from some of the jurors tonight as they present. And as you know, this process is a blind peer review. I also want to sort of note that this is our first year inviting a juror from outside the chapter. Kona Gray, you have set a very high bar for our chapter. And I just want to give an extra bit of thanks to you because it's very obvious to me that you've been sort of tuned in and present even in your distance in this process. And we all thank you very much. So thanks all of you who are out in the audience for joining us. As you know, we are a volunteer-driven organization. This organization works because of so many people's involvement throughout the year, all working toward increasing and strengthening our community. And altogether, that really results in a greater impact as we strive to kind of advance landscape architecture across the region. So thanks to all of you who've made this past year really incredible despite the continued challenges. So this series of slides starts to kind of highlight the dozens of volunteers who make the BSLA run. You see the elected executive committee here, but I really want to be sure that everyone understands how lucky we are as an organization to have Gretchen in her role as executive director. She is remarkable and has elevated our sense of ourselves as an organization in a manner that is frankly indescribable. And I really want to thank you, Gretchen, on behalf of all of us. So anyone who hasn't had a chance to get to know Gretchen, please do. And so anyway, Gretchen, on behalf of all of us, please, thank you. Thank you. So here are a few things we've been working on in the past year to support and advance landscape architecture. Here, sorry, I'm not reading everybody's names, but hopefully you're seeing this. I also want to sort of use this moment as a time to say it takes a village and we need new villagers. So if any of these activities that you're seeing strike your fancy, or if you have something else or some way in which you feel that as a member, the BSLA is not serving you, please be in touch and let's fix that. So that's what we want to know. So since we've been last together, really there's just been this amazing kind of group or set of events that we've had through the year, and we'll just sort of scroll through these. This presentation, by the way, will be available after the event. And we will post the slideshow to give sort of appropriate call, but a lot of advocacy, which you've maybe been reading about in the Globe, a variety of, there are more events happening even tomorrow. You can see listed here to participate in. Letters on the part, we have two great advocacy chairs. We've been reading testimony, working on our incredible emerging professionals. Gretchen's going to put links in the chat to sort of talk about or to some of these activities too. And we piloted an Inside Out conference, which went really well over a weekend last fall. We're going to try that again this year. And of course, the field book, and we will be, which was really a remarkable accomplishment, and we will be setting about a new field book theme and editorial board. So if that is of interest, please be in touch about that. Pilot of Super Studios, big shout out to all of the firms listed here and the assistance from the Chris Moyles Fund. A remarkable, and this is a very big deal event tomorrow, actually, right, is the summary culmination event tomorrow. So please join that tomorrow afternoon if you're interested. This is a remarkable pilot of work with teenagers. And yes, that's tomorrow. Sketch Boston, great attendance at Sketch Boston. And then we have a Inside Out kickoff social in the middle of July. So lots going on. I'm not gonna, we'll just keep going. The calendar is up to date. That's always a great resource for you. And I'm gonna turn it over to Gretchen.
Jackie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's more about tomorrow, and we, as many of you know, we have a new website and are working on building it out and trying to keep it up to date, so that really becomes a hub and a resource for all of you, and a resource for all things landscape architecture in our region. And one of the things that's so truly extraordinary about our chapter is the thought leadership here. And so we want to take a moment and recognize some of the national award winners, at least those that we're aware of, our 2021 fellows. Shauna Gilly-Smith is in this class, Eric Kramer and Du Zhang from Sasaki, and Reef Hildebrand and Ground Inc. Reading backwards. Congratulations to our 2021 class of fellows. We have some Olmsted scholars in our mix, including Matthias and William from UMass and Jolene from the GSD. Congratulations to you. And then another process that happens, and yet another awards process, is the ASLA Student Honor and Merit Award Program. And that's something that happens at each institution with a jury that's put together locally, but by folks who are not teaching at that institution. And these are awards that are given to students. And I know that many of you actually in the call here are former award winners when you were students. And so the award winners of the GSD and the UMass have been announced, and the BAC will be conducting this process this fall. But congratulations to those student merit and honor award winners. And we do want to make sure to recognize the Landscape Architecture Awards from the BAC. Since they're not doing that awards process, they asked that we would include these tonight. Both those from last year who sort of missed out on, as you've all been through such an extraordinary year and missing out on ceremonies and recognition. We have included here the 2019-2020 award winners, as well as this year's award winners of those who are just graduating now. So congratulations to all of the award-winning students, as well as this year's incredible set of landscape architecture graduates from our chapter. Between the BAC and so here are the BAC graduates, the UMass graduates, both undergraduate and graduate, the GSD students who graduated with MLA degrees this year. Congratulations to all of you, and Northeastern's growing program as well. It's so awesome to have you as part of our chapter. And we look forward as BSLA to help, we strive to help make that bridge between school and practice, and help be some of that connecting glue in this larger this larger life of landscape architecture that you're part of. So we look forward to getting to know you better in the days and the years to come. I also want to make a brief shout out here to the Garden Graphite program, and this is a new scholarship for BIPOC students at UMass Amherst that Stimson has started. It has almost reached $100,000, and that is their goal, to do that by June 30th in order to fund landscape studies this academic year. Thanks again to so many of you in the room tonight who've already given to this. And if you're in a position to help get across that finish line, please help us, because as we're quite aware, who we are as a profession does not yet reflect the communities that we work in, and we're striving to change that. And with that, this is why you're all here tonight, the 2021 Design Awards. Jeremy, I'd like to hand the virtual microphone over to you.
Thanks, Gretchen. Thank you, Kaki. I just want to reiterate on behalf of the recognition committee, on behalf of April and Susanna and myself, we really appreciate all of the great work that was submitted this year for awards. If you've submitted, you probably know this already, but There are several different ways that work is recognized, but all of it really represents the best and the highest quality of work in our chapter and in our region. And so this year we had quite a few entries. We had 48 entries, professional work, and another 13 of student awards from 27 different firms and from 2 different schools. They came from a number of places, and in total we'll give out 26 awards tonight, and then an additional 3 special recognitions from the jury. Awards are given in several categories. We'll look at student awards first, then professional awards in communications and research, design, analysis and planning, and then the jury special recognitions. And each year the jury it's really up to the jury to choose how many awards are given and at what level, merit, honor, or excellence in each category. In some years we give out a lot of awards in one category. Some years there are only merit awards in each category or in a certain category. And so just a reminder that there's no obligation for the jury to give an award in each level or in each category. And so with that, all of this will be, as Gretchen said, collected and included in the 2021 BSLA Field Book. We'll be reaching out to the winners after the meeting tonight to have you work with us to develop the spread that'll go in the field book. That's always exciting to see your work printed there. And with that, we'll start with the student awards, and I will hand it off to Tina.
Thanks, Jeremy. Okay, good evening, everyone. It's Tina Tsai. I'm currently a landscape designer at Stimson and a winner of the BSLA Student Excellence Award last year. And thanks again to BSLA for the invitation that brought my first time serving on the juror team with these amazing landscape professionals. We received plenty of competitive projects in both student and professional awards, and they focus on various topics that make our review process multifaceted and full of inspiring discussions. So the winning projects included the most expressive graphics and text that tackle the issue they identify for the project, which reminds me that we landscape designers shouldn't forget to communicate our intent to the public while implementing our works. So thanks again for all your submissions and efforts to make this work better. So now we are introducing the first Student Merit Award winning project, and it goes to Iden Park Reimagined in Hansdale, New Hampshire by Justin Haley from University of Massachusetts, Amherst. This project takes a specific ecological and industrial history, but abstracts it in a memorable way and tells an interesting and easy to follow story, demonstrating a lovely, clear, and compelling thought process. The hand drawings and roughness are refreshing, and overall the project shows a remarkable and much appreciated amount of restraint. Congratulations again to Justin Haley. And the next Student Merit Award winning project is Local Forest Coalition in Boston, Massachusetts by Echo Chen, Colin He, and Michelle Chen from Harvard Graduate School of Design. The jury appreciated the approach of treating this like a handbook that could be used by different communities to invest in the management with unique and interesting graphics and compelling representation methods. The project demonstrated an exciting and interesting concept, investing local residents in the management and creation of the built environment in their communities. Congratulations again to Echo Chen, Colin He, and Michelle Chen. The next Student Merit Award winning project is Slow Lands, Making the Interlopes Wilds in Northwest City Region, Ireland and Northern Ireland by Estelle Raganet, Joanne Chen from Harvard Graduate School of Design. The jury appreciated the ambitiousness of taking on this polarizing topic and doing so at a variety of scales, from global to national to microscopic. The jury was very impressed with the graphics, each of which feels like a work of art, and they were intrigued to see something that's not a site intervention, rather more of a thought intervention. So congratulations again to Esther Raganet and Joanne Chen. And the next Student Merit Award winning project is Layered Landscapes in Boston, Massachusetts by Stephen Resendes and Ali Cano. The concept of making visible the multitude of infrastructures hidden from view is compelling. Moreover, the presentation was well thought out and well communicated. Jury members with close ties to the area and interested in infrastructure were inspired to dream about the proposal, thinking about technical aspects of how the interventions would work, methods of interpretation, and integration into the city experience. Congratulations again to Stephen Resendes and Ali Cano. And now we are announcing the Student Honor Award, and we got one winning project this year, which goes to After Plastics in Ascher's Glacier, Switzerland by Andrea Vassal-Hoxa from Harvard Graduate School of Design. The jury found this to be a brilliant piece of research in which silo concepts became integrated thinking within a futuristic framework. And the jury appreciated the exploration of ecological and botanical interventions in dealing with the emergence and persistence of microplastics, and found the communication strategy compelling and rich. And the range of scales in thinking and graphic communication make for an impressive package. So congratulations again to Andrea Vassal-Hoxa. And finally, we'll have the Student Excellence Award, and I know how exciting it is. The winning project of the Student Excellence Award this year goes to Retreating Plan in Wareham, Massachusetts by Mingzi Lin from Harvard Graduate School of Design. The jury deemed this project an ambitious plan demonstrating incredible restraints. They celebrate the submission for its thoughtful process and beautiful and nuanced graphics. The proposal focuses equally in ecology and humanity, celebrating the interaction between the two, and the design form are as beautifully articulated as they are justified by the research. Congratulations again to Mingzi Lin and all the other student award winners.
All right, now we'll move on to the professional awards in communications. And Patricia, take it away.
All right. So to introduce myself, I'm Patricia McGurr. I am the token academic on the jury, and I'm on the faculty in the landscape architecture program at UMass Amherst. And we are going to look at the award-winning communications projects that represent a really interesting range of materials and media used to communicate. And equally diverse are the audiences for which these various communications are intended. And beginning with the Boston Parks and Recreation Department, the Merit Award for the Green Stormwater Infrastructure Design and Implementation Guide by Horsley Witten Group. So given the diverse range of properties under the jurisdiction of Boston Parks and Recreation, this manual guides decisions regarding the design and implementation of the best green stormwater infrastructure strategies for each unique site. The submission is very user-friendly and does an excellent job of communicating to the intended audience. The jury feels that in addition to the excellent information, that information is presented well using easy to follow visual language, as you can see here in these slides, paired with the technical data. So it nicely balances skimming and deep dives into the information, providing immense value to the reader. So congratulations again to the Horsley Witten Group. And the next, a Communications Merit Award for the project Bridge X, Reimagining Brooklyn Bridge in New York by Scenes Lab of Somerville. So Bridge X proposes that landscape architects become advocates for re-envisioning the Brooklyn Bridge, and the jury appreciated the way the design team explored and innovated both design and representation of that design. The quality of drawings is compelling and challenges how landscape architects showcase their work. And in doing this, this project does an excellent job of communicating intangible components of landscape architecture. The comic book illustrations are especially successful through thought and speech bubbles rather than traditional graphics and labels, and thereby really stretching landscape architecture in very interesting ways. So congratulations again to Scenes Lab. The next communication, also a merit award, goes to the Greenway Bloom Tracker for the Rose Kennedy Greenway in Boston by the Greenway Conservancy. And so the Greenway Bloom Tracker is a mobile app available to the public that allows visitors to learn about the plants that are there. The ambitious project is beautifully simple, straightforward, and accessible, providing a useful tool for the Greenway that emphasizes seasonal plantings and invites people to engage with the park. The tool has the ability to entice not only garden clubs, but the average curious person to think about and appreciate the planted environment. So congratulations again to the Greenway Conservancy. All right, another Communications Merit Award goes to Seeing the Future for Public Art Installations in East Boston by Carolina Aragon. And these are 4 art installations, each unique and site-specific, but all designed to communicate the effects of climate change. The jury appreciated the important message demonstrated by this project, public art taking on sea level rise, and hopes that more work like this is done in Boston in the future. The jury also appreciated that community engagement was a significant component of the project's increasing awareness through art and illuminating issues landscape architects struggle to present in their everyday work. So congratulations again to Carolina Aragon and to all the winners of the communications category. Yay, round of applause. So if we're ready, we can move on to the research awards. And for research, we have an honor award that goes to the project Where Women Stand by the Vila Project of Amherst, Massachusetts and Miami, Florida. So this project examines and presents disparities between men and women in the field of landscape architecture across a variety of categories. The jury applauds this submission for the important data collected and shared and for the compelling and informative manner in which it is communicated. And if I can paraphrase one of the jurors' comments, we were happy to be made aware of what we might not have known and glad to have the opportunity to have that information presented to us with so much clarity. So congratulations again to the Vila Project. And with that, I believe I will pass it over to the Design Awards for William and Kate, right?
Perfect. Yes, thank you. Take it away, William.
Sounds good. Hello, everyone. I'm William Shivers. I was back with Stoss, the team over there, but I'm now a future academic. I guess, Patricia, I'll be joining you as a pseudo academic. I am currently going into my 2nd year of the PhD program at University of Virginia. I'm excited to co-announce the Design Award winners this year, a group of design projects that had a lot of restraint, but I think also showed how we as the designers in the Boston area are tackling work all over the country, which I think is what you'll see tonight. So we can go with the first Design Merit Award winner, which is Audubon Circle in Boston, Massachusetts, with Crosby, Schledlinger, and Smallridge. So the jury appreciated this collaboration of landscape design and site engineering, resulting in a clean, well-executed project with nicely integrated stormwater treatment. The project is successful in the management of an incredibly complex circulation challenge while respecting and reflecting the history of the intersection, forming a strong connection to the river and providing terraced planting that is simple but elegant and complementary to the overall design. So congrats to Crosby, Schlesinger, and Smallridge. I think we're all very thankful for the solutions of transit that was done here. So the next one is the Clipper Ship Wharf in East Boston, receiving a merit award, a design merit award, the Halverson, Teague, and Bond studio. So the jury commends this lovely and innovative project that goes far in working with sea level rise, demonstrating excellent design, including a compelling mix of custom and off-the-shelf projects, reclaimed granite block, and an intriguing mix of planting and stone. We found that the stepped concrete wall could be an excellent opportunity to teach, either in reality or even as a diagram and presentation, the topic of sea level rise. So that's the concrete wall right there in that picture. But congrats again to the Halverson, Teague, and Bond Studio team. And then the next Design Merit Award goes to Over, On, and Through, the Bessoff Garden in New Orleans, Louisiana, by the Reed Hildebrand team. So the jury is impressed with this very lovely landscape that is at its heart an amazing asset and investment for the benefit of the public. The jury liked the moments of groundbreaking renderings within the finer context and were intrigued by the role of the landscape architect and citing art pieces in the landscape. The story of water tying the place together in this low-lying area is particularly compelling, and the over, under, and through water is a powerful idea. I actually went here this past weekend, and it is an absolutely lovely piece of work. So congrats again to the Reed Hildebrand team.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
William.
Will. Take it away, Kate.
Hello all, I'm Kate Tuke, landscape architect and principal at Sasaki. And I just want to note that it was especially fun to be part of a jury this year, in a year when we all missed the opportunity to travel to project sites and far-flung landscapes that we love. For me, it was really wonderful to get a glimpse into the power of our local chapter's work. You all submitted really incredible thought leadership and design work, and it was a privilege to engage with such a bright and thoughtful jury in the discussion. So it's my pleasure to continue to introduce award winners in the design category. And without further ado, the first merit award goes to the Florida Ruffin Ridley School in Brookline, Massachusetts by IBI Placemaking out of Boston. And this was a really beautiful example of creating a recreational and educational oasis within a dense urban neighborhood. The jury appreciated how the design team transformed an underutilized schoolyard and took full advantage of the many corners of this historic site. The resulting design was successful both in its relationship to new and old architecture, as well as the intimate yet highly functional spaces it created for humans, both large and small. The design manages to accommodate many programs in a really integrated way, including everything from a variety of outdoor classroom spaces to casual weekend play by the community. So congratulations again to IBI Placemaking. The next Design Merit Award goes to the King Open Cambridge Street Upper Schools in Cambridge, Massachusetts by Copley Wolf Design Group out of Boston. In this project, the jury found that the integration and harmony between landscape and architecture was really thoughtful and well executed, and it resulted in a space in which users are clearly happy and really energized. The photography here was really well done. It's a solid example of landscape architecture in all ways, a design that is clean and well executed and really appropriately durable for the dense urban setting that it finds itself in. And we also found that the sustainability story was powerful and the number of trees planted really an impressive statement for Cambridge. So congratulations again to Copley Wolf Design Group. So next up, the next merit award goes to Southern California's New Reality in Beverly Hills, California. Congratulations to Reed Hildebrand out of Cambridge. We found this to be a really strong example of how adaptive design can meet contemporary needs of a family and create an attractive and beautiful landscape nestled in the hills of California. The jury appreciated the use of native and drought-tolerant plantings in a place that has really big challenges and lauded the plan for capturing water in extreme events, which could be used again in times of drought. It was a really beautifully photographed project, and we appreciated the sense of space. Congratulations again to Reed Hildebrandt. So the next merit award in design goes to Suburban Meadow House in Concord, Massachusetts by Crowley Cottrell out of Boston. We were really impressed by this beautiful project. It was lovely in the way it was really simple and contextual. It extends a wet meadow into a suburban yard and makes an important ecological connection while nicely inserting a domestic landscape in the center of that space. It illustrates the key role that landscape architects can serve as advocates, showing clients the way to a better, more sustainable future that involves low maintenance, ecologically rich spaces tied to a natural landscape around it. So congratulations again to Crowley Cottrell and all of the winners in the design category. It's my pleasure to pass the mic on now to Steve and Sarah to introduce the Analysis and Planning Awards.
Jeremy, do you have to say anything? No?
Well,
Great. Thanks, Kate. Hello, everyone. If you don't know me already, I'm Sarah Cohen, and I'm a principal at ASK Plus in Cambridge, and I also teach at the Rhode Island School of Design. First, I'd like to say how impressed I was with everyone who submitted this year. The work was really strong, and it was wonderful to see, as everyone has kind of mentioned before me, the range of work coming out of the BSLA members, as well as the work being done in Boston. It was quite a learning experience and really exciting to see. It was also wonderful to have conversations with everyone on the jury and get to go through that work and talk through it all. It really was quite a pleasure. And I am announcing the analysis and planning, and the first winner in that category is a merit award for A Living Shoreline, Charles River, Boston, Massachusetts by Perkins Will of Boston, Massachusetts. This project is a beautiful and ambitious piece of analysis that boldly covers a wide area and provides an elegant solution that stood out from the pack. It is clear that the team spent a lot of time on deep environmental analysis as well as community engagement. While addressing a very specific area of the river, the project can be a prototype allowing the analysis to benefit all. Congratulations again to Perkins Will. The next Analysis and Planning and Merit Award goes to Brickline Greenway Framework Plan in St. Louis, Missouri by Stoss Landscape Urbanism of Boston, Massachusetts. The jury found the proposed design renderings to be beautifully executed, and the jury was impressed by the extent of community engagement. This is a community with rich and active grassroots, and the jury applauds the design team for consulting local advisors. The jury applauded the cohesive outcome, given that so many voices were included in the process. Congratulations again to Stoss Landscape Urbanism. The next merit award goes to Climate Ready Dorchester, Dorchester, Massachusetts by Scape of New York, New York. The jury appreciated how the design team encouraged a diverse community to come together to make something collaboratively, considering best practices for resilient shorelines. An emphasis on programming was clearly incorporated into the community engagement process, and graphics are beautifully rendered. Congratulations again to Scape. Now I'm going to pass the mic off to Steve.
Thanks, Sarah. I want to echo everyone's, actually, sorry, where am I? I'm Steve Woods. I'm a associate principal at IBI Placemaking, and I'm just very excited and happy to be a part of this panel and group of jurors. It was I want to echo the statements by the other ones saying that it was really good, really pleasure to participate in the process. And moreover, seeing all the submissions and really made me excited and inspired by our profession, especially locally. So I wanted to share that and move on for the continued merit awards for analysis planning. This award goes to the Sarasota Bay Master Plan in Sarasota, Florida, by Agency Landscape and Planning of North Cambridge. The jury appreciated the compelling, clear, and lovely drawings, which were very successfully expressed the project and its process, particularly in terms of community engagement. In an effort which represents an extraordinary transformation of a challenged community asset, the jury applauded the team's efforts to pay attention to the whole community. In the end, tying together a new, diverse demographic. Congratulations again to Agency Landscape and Planning. The next award goes to did I skip one? No, it's an honor award. This one goes to Jin River, 2,300 Years of Urban Culture in Chengdu and Sichuan Province in China by Sasaki. The project clearly communicates the importance of the culture and history of this specific place. Not just a generic kit of parts, it's focused on planning towards true placemaking. For a non-local project, the jury felt well-informed and grounded in the project site. Issues like accessibility and ecology and why they are important seamlessly informed proposed implementations. We also made note of the attention to the existing elements and how they shape the proposal, including physical structures, existing vegetation, and view sheds. Congratulations again to Sasaki. A second honor award in analysis and planning goes to Virginia Tech Infinite Loop in Green Lakes in Blacksburg, Virginia, also by Sasaki. Though seemingly straightforward and basically akin to many university planning projects, this project pushes beyond, presenting a detailed and thoughtful and extremely beneficial process. It provides the client specific, implementable, and conceptually connected projects with an overlay of capital planning decisions. This facilitates what can be a complicated process on most campuses. Not a bunch of Band-Aids, this project contains big, compelling ideas about unifying the campus. Congratulations again to Sasaki on this honor award. This next award is actually an award for excellence in analysis and planning. And this award goes to the project Strategic Framework, 5 Cities in Afghanistan by Sasaki. We had a lot to say about this project, but a few key words and phrases from the jury include elegant, a joy to review, taken aback, and compelling. Through the quality of graphics and amount of information presented, the jury found clarity and sensitivity in what is ultimately a well-edited and succinct representation of a large amount of information and study. Ever present and paramount is the attention paid to women. Women as a part of the planning team, women expressly included in the engagement process, women as noted for the key role in the history of the region, and women in the support of women in the planned landscapes as represented in the toolkit of proposals. Along with the strong diversity of participants and the amount of attention paid towards displaced people, made this project especially compelling. So excellence and congratulations again to Sasaki for this mission. I'm going to hand it back to Sarah for another excellence award in excellence.
Thank you, Steve. I get to announce the last Analysis and Planning Excellence Award. And I just want to state, I don't know if it's clear, but the Excellence Awards get the entire jury's vote to rise up to excellence. So this is these 2 awards got, the previous one and this one get a unanimous approval from the jury for the quality of work being raised up to the level of excellence. So just a little note on that. So the last award in analysis and planning is an excellence award for the Cambridge Urban Forest Master Plan, Cambridge, Massachusetts by Reed Hildebrand, Cambridge, Massachusetts. This plan is an impressive body of work in terms of the depth and focus of scientific analysis that also shows masterful storytelling. It demonstrates a comprehensive and compelling thought process while providing a readable, accessible handbook for both public authorities and private citizens. A public works manual in the making that would benefit many communities with its policy recommendations. It is the kind of document that changes the way people think about landscape architecture and can make fundamental changes to the city. On a personal note, I see this plan in action as a new member of the Cambridge Public Planting Committee, and the tangible action items that have come out of the plan are really impressive, and kudos to this team. So congratulations again to Reed Hildebrand and to all the winners in the analysis and planning category. And I'm now going to pass it on to Kona for our jury special recognitions.
Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm Kona Gray. I'm a principal at ESA based down in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And for those of you who do not know me, I was actually born in Cambridge and studied at the BAC. So this is all very close to me. So as an outside juror from Florida chapter at Roots in New England, I'd like to commend you all on such an incredible program. Also, I'd like to thank Gretchen and BSLA chapter for the invitation to participate as a jury member. It was wonderful to work with such engaged, thoughtful, and critical thinking jury members. And the awards program is stellar. I've been on a few juries before in the past, and this one is just fantastic. We highlighted meaningful transformations, and the program is run with the highest level of integrity. The submissions charted new ground and challenged the status quo. So this year, the BSLA has chosen to recognize the work being done by our profession in more nuanced ways, showcasing the deeper effects of our work has on communities and the way we do the work around the country. For this year's inaugural submission, 3 projects have been demonstrated as a merit of recognition outside of traditional categories and boundaries we know so well. Each showcases critical tasks to the ways that we work, and they are a testament to the best practices, setting new standards for moving forward. So the first award for special recognition is Community Empowerment Through a Lens of Diversity. And that award goes to the Brickline Greenway Framework Plan in St. Louis, Missouri by Stoss Landscape Urbanism in Boston, Massachusetts. So this project demonstrated how landscape architects and teams should listen to, engage with, and co-create alongside the communities where they work. Their efforts are then able to be read and understood in the design and planning recommendations. Engagement is critical, ensuring pluralistic success in something all projects must do moving forward. Congratulations again to Stoss. The next winner is Watershed Change, Where Women Stand by the Vila Project at Amherst, Massachusetts and Miami, Florida. Again, another amazing project. We had a lot of conversation about this, and it was just pretty fantastic. This project pivots to our profession as a whole, bringing key issues of gender equality and inclusivity to the forefront. These measures were worthy of recognition considering the paradigm shift that can occur after dissemination of the work. As BSLA, we felt compelled to recognize this work for the years of relative silence on the issue and the work that is being done recently and moving forward. Congratulations again to the Vila Project. And we have one more. The next project fits into the category of Champions for Community Voice. And that project is the Kincaid Park in Quincy, Mass. By Bishop Land Design of Quincy, Mass. This was another amazing project that we spent a lot of time talking about because it was such an amazing transformation. The before and after is just stunning. For any of you that are familiar with the area, you can clearly understand. This project demonstrates the power and impact public spaces have if you just do it right and keep it simple. The project showcased an excellent and refined set of work that the jury felt was special. Projects like these can serve as guides moving forward to just do it right, even when things are constrained. Congratulations again to Bishop Land Design. So now I'm gonna pass it over to Kaki to close this out.
Thanks, Kona, and congratulations all, and thank you all. Thank you to the jury. Thank you congratulations to all the winners. Thank you for all those that submitted. You can see that we're testing new things here with these new categories of awards, and we appreciate everyone's input and feedback. And really, this program is only as good as those involved and willing to throw their hat in the ring and to kind of keep this design dialogue within our chapter going. It is inspiring. It's incredibly inspiring, and it's really important that we have a process by which we can have this dialogue and share this work with everyone. So thank you all who submitted. Thank you again for this incredible jury. Thank you all for helping run tonight. It was wonderful to hear from you. We couldn't have done without you. The comments tonight showed how thoughtful all of you have been and how committed you've been to the process. So thank you very much. It was incredibly inspiring. And I think that's it. We're actually ending at 8 o'clock, which I don't think in my whole time as BSLA president have I ever ended an event on time. So I'm sort of very thrilled. Thank you, everybody. And hopefully we'll see you all in person very soon. But we're here for feedback and comments anytime. Gretchen and I, Ricardo also as past president. I overlooked mentioning him earlier. Please be in touch and join us.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
And oh yeah, can we unmute and just have a hooray and round of applause for all the winners?
Yes.
Is that possible?
Yeah, hooray!
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Congrats
Thanks
all.
again, everyone.
Congrats.
Take care.
Have a good
Thank
one.
you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank y'all.
Well done, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.